Not you.
Nah.
Hey there, fellers. I'm Harry.
And I'm not. I'm Richard.
Welcome to Abu Dhabi and Dead Decks.
Mm-hmm. Dead Decks. Yeah, buddy. All right, buddy. Yeah. It's nice here.
Yeah,
You
sandy.
like it? Abu Dhabi, Abu Dhabi, Abu Dhabi.
Wabi Dhabi.
I can't really say that.
Yeah.
Where we're from. It's tricky.
It's warm.
Yeah.
Most of the year. It's kind of cold right now. Yeah, it's,
Yeah. But same way I feel about your mom. Warm most of the year. Kind of cold right now. Whatever.
It's dirty. My mom was a sweet woman.
Not your mom. Their mom.
Oh, yeah. Fuck your mom.
I say nothing bad about Harry's mom. Your motherfucking moms, though.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm talking about.
Oh, they do. She does.
Yeah, they're dirty as hell. Today, we're talking, other than your mother, we're talking about One Deck Dungeon. You probably can't fucking read it. Never can read anything I hold up.
No, we need to figure out some way we need to get some backlight. That's what we need.
Yeah.
That's getting fancy.
Yeah, all my connecting up with Facebook groups and collectible card game shits, and there's enough relation to solo board gaming groups, which I didn't even really know was a thing. I kept seeing the shit pop up and kind of fell in the rabbit hole for just a little bit. I think I'm already out of it, to be honest, but the idea intrigued me. Yeah, I mean, I don't have any fucking friends. Nobody really want to hang out, so I thought, shit, I'd be a solo board gamer. But then I saw, I didn't tell you this shit. It's a really long Board Game Geek post for solo CCGs too. So I'll just go that route. Fuck all this solo board game stuff. But anyway, this one's actually pretty cool. I enjoyed it for the 2 days I was obsessed with it. Leveled up a whole bunch, and I was like, on to the next shit.
Yep.
So it's $20, I think, right now on Amazon, whenever this is, November 21.
Yep. Still.
In Abu Dhabi, we're a year ahead of everyone else, so, it's really small, but it's a cool game. So it's a dice rolling game and a dungeon crawler. I don't know what I want to show first. There's the bulk of the cards you're going to have. It's your dungeon doors. You lay these out, you shuffle your deck, and it either has an event, some sort of a trap, or a creature that you fight. The main mechanic in the game is the stats. Let's pull out some more shit nobody will be able to read. Stats on your character card has some numbers that represent combat and agility and magic, and that's the number of dice you have.
You might even overlay a picture right there.
Oh, that's a guarantee we're not. She just said that. So you have all these die, and those stats of your character is how many die you roll. And when you have a encounter or some kind of creature you want to fight, like this rat, he's got some things on here that you have to cover with your die. Got to roll a number high enough to cover these values. If you do that, you don't take damage. You kill this dude, and then you either get an ability, an extra die to roll in the future. It also has a campaign mode, so you got a little notepad. You dozing off over there, fucker. You got a little notepad that you can scribble down your little guy. My paladin named Joe Bob.
Joe Bob the Paladin.
Yep, he's gonna level up and be a badass. So yeah, you stack your deck up. At the very bottom, you put the stairs. That's where you're gonna descend levels. And time passes is one of the things that can happen to you as a negative occurrence of losing a battle. So you don't win, and time passing is represented by peeling off cards from your deck. So there's an interesting balancing mechanic of you don't want to go too fast. You're going to run into stronger creatures as you go down levels. You're going to be fucked if you go down the dungeon too soon. So you got a few different strengths of dungeons you can pick. They all have a boss, some fucking where. I don't know where. You wind up having a boss that you fight. It's not that. At the end of the dungeon. So yeah, there's this other cool mechanic of as you go down floors in the dungeon, it starts adding automatically other dice rolls that you have to do too. So the built-in mechanic is it gets harder as you go.
Pretty cool. Like your mom.
That's right. Harder as you go. You also have levels, so you actually have XP that they represent with cards. So as you fight, you acquire more skill slots and item slots, and you can have your guy become more badass. So to be a little box and initially doesn't look like a whole lot going on. The mechanics are actually pretty cool, pretty enjoyable. Been a lot of dice rolling, a lot of counting. But Yeah, pretty fun little game. There's also an app. No, got it. It's on iOS. I don't know, Android or not.
Yeah.
But,
So if you have no friends, it's a perfect game for you.
yeah. And the solo board gaming world is deep. There's some hardcore people out there. And a lot of money being spent on that shit. I had no idea. Some of the most popular ones that are constantly posted about and bragged on are like $250.
What the fuck?
For the base game. Yeah. Of course, it's all you have to buy, ever. So, you figure out what we spend on some CCGs. I guess you can justify it, but it still hurts to buy one box for that.
Yeah. $250 fucking dollars?
Yeah. And even, this one took me a little while to mess with and figure out the flow here. And everybody on those groups talks about how simplistic this is. So it shows you the learning curve on those things, too.
When did masturbation lose its fun?
I wasn't aware of it. Huh. Yeah, they have those folks have a different view on complexity.
I guess.
Because, like Gloomhaven, I think would be the number one if you took a vote, and it's $250. And it has components coming out the ass.
Is it because it's out of print, or what's...
No, it's still being made. It's just complex. It's huge. It's got a bazillion pieces to it.
Interesting.
Yeah. And there's some good games like this that you can grab for $20, $30, $40. But there's a few of the big daddies. Something about bones. Too many bones. I don't remember what it is now. But I think it's even more than that. $350 for the box.
I don't think I had that. Sold that. There's something bones.
Man, you
It's
might
been
have.
several years ago though. It was a small little thing.
Oh no, it wasn't this then.
Yeah.
This is massive.
Massive.
Yeah. And so is Gloomhaven. Big ass game. And I heard people say it takes forever just to set up. You're talking about an hour of just laying the shit out.
And you're playing by, I guess you're playing by yourself. You have all the time you need.
Yeah. And you can leave it out. Have a gaming table, and
Yeah.
that's what people do. They like to go chill and play their game, and I get it. I can see the appeal of that.
It's funny how all this stuff's kind of blown back up. I remember in the 80s, Hero Quests. My dad got that at somewhere. And, it was, it's a dungeon crawler board game that it took 3 or 4 people to play it. It wasn't a solo thing or anything. And of course, we were too young. So, but as I got older and looked back in the game, it was actually a really fun game. But it was never popular. And so, since it wasn't popular, there wasn't much of it made. And that shit's worth a ton of money.
Yeah. Yeah, then that shit would... Today, there's a huge audience for that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Fantasy board games is big.
I'm with you, fantasy nerds. I like fantasy books. I read a lot of fantasy books. So.
Oh yeah, I'm all about it. That's what I looked at a few different ones. I thought, well, I'm gonna try something cheap just to see if this thing even sticks with me because I'm very fickle like that. And it didn't, so I'm glad I didn't buy the $250 one.
Yeah, no shit. Well, I could have resold it for him.
I probably got tired of it before I finished setting the game up. I never would have played it with him. Fucking 3 hours later, I'm done.
That was a fun game. I gotta put it all back up.
The setup was great. This one it definitely has potential, and I get in the mood. I'll probably revisit it. Right now, I'm putting it on the shelf, but
Yeah.
almost all of them are not exclusively solo. I don't think any of them are.
Yeah, I think I know. This one was 2 players.
Yeah,
two
you can
players.
do 2, but some more than others were very fine tuned to play well solo. And this is one of them. They knew a lot of people would be playing it that way. So anyway, solo board games, it's a thing, and they're pretty cool. I can see the appeal.
Yeah.
I just haven't got all tore up about it yet. Haven't rubbed it on my nipples yet.
That's the true test.
Yeah.
Hasn't passed the nipple test yet.
Might happen one of these days. I don't know, Gloomhaven could be chafed. Too many parts to rub on my nipples.
Yeah. Can't have that.
I don't guess you would come across those things. Too new and too
Probably
huge.
not. I mean, it is one of those things that would show up at yard sales because people will play it once and throw it at a yard sale to get rid of it.
Yeah.
It'd be pissed off if they paid $250 for it though.
Yeah.
And so it'd be for $1.
I couldn't believe when I first saw some of those prices, those big games.
That's outrageous.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a couple I've got my own that I still may dabble in. I don't know. Role Player, spelled R-O-L-L, looks interesting. Another, nice punt. That's another dungeon crawler with obviously a heavy die mechanic. Any of that RPG-ish kind of stuff always gets me intrigued. So, anyway.
Yeah.
I think that's about it.
Cool.
All right. Well, how the hell I do then?
Yeah, good enough.
Yeah, buddy.